Hello, fellow freaks. Goth Mermaid Gamer here. Oh, hold on, ear itch. Okay. Today I've got another reaction for you guys since you seem to really like reactions. I'm happy to oblige. Um, so there's a channel I discovered recently called SonicHaXD, and he does really funny, entertaining Mortal Kombat videos and like lots of reviews and stuff. And he's doing his little mini reviews of Mortal Kombat 1. He has just dropped a new one today. I've already watched the first one he did, which was talking about Kung Lao, but we'll watch it again just so we're up to speed here. And then we'll watch the second one, which is about my man. So, well, let's just get into it.
Mortal Kombat 1 is a reboot of the MK franchise, generally telling the same story as the old games, but also changing up familiar plots with some twists. Wait, what the heck? This is my MK9 script. After the events of Mortal Kombat 11, we get to experience this new timeline created by Fire God Liu Kang. Will fans adore the new changes, and want to see this new timeline flourish? Or will fans hate it, and just want to go back to the old timeline? Let's find out. In Mortal Kombat
No, I like it
1,
just fine so far.
that is
it's a
still
nice
a very
little change.
stupid title. We start our story in a random
It's a little
backwater village in
confusing,
our
yeah.
world, where Shang Tsung is selling an elixir that can cure anything.
Powdered teeth of an Arctic
What?
I'm sure you're asking yourself.
Oh, could we not with the creepy Sayori gave herself a new necktie, we'll say, since YouTube doesn't like the S word. Music.
Can I afford to be without it? But the true question you must ask is, can I afford it?
You lie, Shang Tsung, Imperial Mage, and you know what she said.
Seriously, what is wrong with her eyes? Then the bald dad uses a
Hey, she
Bassio's
might be a
great
little
heat attack
cross-eyed.
onto Shang Tsung. There's a
Ain't nothing
common
wrong with that.
misconception going around that the bald dad is played by Dave Bautista because he was in a Mortal Kombat 1 promotional ad, and bald dad sounds kind of like him.
Nothing! Just buzzing tea!
Oh my gosh, Dave Bautista?
But that's false. Bald dad is actually voiced by Steve Blum. We jump cut tonight.
I didn't hear that about the Dave Bautista thing. I did hear people speculating that this was supposed to be Baraka before the Tarkat took him, but I think that's already been debunked, so we still don't get to see what he looked like before Tarkat.
Where we see beautiful rain being rendered. Then a mysterious person shows up to confront the soaking Shang Tsung.
Your disguise.
You know what? No, I am not gonna rage. Until we find out who this nun is, I will reserve all my emotions until chapter 12. Also, another common misconception I hear is that people think this is Vanessa Marshall because she sounds like Shiva.
I am your deliverer, Shang Tsung. Have you
She
come
does.
from the future only to insult me?
Yes, we
But that
stand
is
a
false
queen.
too.
I love
She
Shiva.
is still voiced by Jennifer Hale. She sounds different compared
The
to
great
MK11
Jennifer Hale.
because they lowered her pitch for some reason.
But my work's perfection has been irreversibly tainted by Raiden's actions.
You are uniquely resilient.
You know, I'm not mad at it because I think that deeper voice is sexier. Quite honestly, I like it a lot better. Damn, I was gonna say something and I completely forgot. Oh yeah, I was just gonna mention how I love Sonic Ha's editing style, and how him having that voice to text voiceover thing just makes it all the more entertaining. It just gels very well. I like his style.
You are uniquely resilient.
Special thanks to the fourth snake for finding out about this. Something about this prologue that impresses me is that despite the fact that Shang Tsung is a horrible person, and he will go on to become an even worse scum of the earth. I actually feel a little sympathetic for him here. In this world where Shang Tsung is powerless, he is still a conniving schemer who makes a living scamming people. But unlike in previous timelines, he's not doing this for power, for status, or for ego. He's doing this to survive.
You are uniquely resilient.
Yeah,
Who else
that's
could
true.
eke out a living traveling Outworld's hinterlands?
He's a little more
A
sympathetic,
living,
I guess.
it is barely survival.
It's the only thing he can do to make a living. It's the only way he knows how to survive. And that's kinda sad. I'm
Yeah,
very impressed
I
that
agree.
NRS can make me feel a little sympathy for one of the worst human beings alive. Then Chronica, Mysterious Nun, starts doing exactly
Yeah,
what
we don't
she
know
did
what's
in
Chronica yet.
MK11. Lying. And Shang Tsung joins the evil army. We cut to
Oh
Farm
god,
in
I
Fang
hate
Zhong
that
Village.
image.
Chapter 1. Kung Lao.
Your new era.
We see Raiden and Kung Lao working on the fields.
Stooped and feeble like Old Man Wei.
Raiden makes a bet with Kung Lao
Oh,
to
I
see who
love-
can fill up their car with
I love his
cabbages
humor.
faster.
My cabbages! This place is worse than a mushroom!
Then they head to the tea house, and
Is that
we
supposed
meet
to be from the Avatar?
Madame Bo, the owner of the
Ooh, that was loud. Oh, is that supposed to be from Avatar? I've never actually seen it.
tea house, who is also training Raiden and Kung Lao. Madame Bo could be a reference to Bo Raicho, since he was also the mentor of the Shaolin brothers, and
That
she
would
has
make
a bow in her
sense,
name.
yeah.
Madame Bo has become an instant favorite amongst the community. Fans are already
Yeah, I've
begging
seen the
for her
memes.
to be DLC, but we all know that won't happen, because her sheer presence would be too overpowered against the cast.
That's kind of you to say.
Then Raiden and Kung
That's a... Oh shit, what happened? Oh, I accidentally muted it, sorry. Ooh, sorry about that. My finger hit like 2 keys at once. I was gonna say, yes, Madame Bo is badass. And I do think that she is, like, this timeline's, Boraicho. That makes a lot of sense, yeah. So, until it is confirmed as actual canon, I will just say headcanon accepted. Hang on.
Bet.
I am
There we go.
Bane. You finished work last.
But I delivered my cart first.
The bet was filled.
That's not what I remember.
Last to fill their cart pays.
So that's how it is, eh?
So, I know Raiden is the nicest, most humble cinnamon roll in the entire game.
Yes.
Your friend Raiden is infuriatingly humble.
It is annoying, isn't it?
But Raiden straight up lies here. This is the only time in the entire game where Raiden is a bit of a brat. Kung Lao then decides to settle this dispute with a friendly spar. And now I'm gonna have to pause
they're
right
being
here,
watched.
because there is way too many stuff to go through. First off, story mode exclusive stuff. The most defining feature in Mortal Kombat 1 are the cameo fighters, and here, there are none. After all, they are having a one-on-one duel, so it makes sense why they don't have partners. This is currently the only way you can
Sorry, I
play
was
the
getting a
game
drink.
without cameo fighters, other than just not pressing the cameo button. Something else unique about the story mode are characters that aren't in their prime yet. Kung Lao doesn't have his razor-rimmed hat, but he can still hit you with his straw hat. And Raiden doesn't have his lightning powers yet. Very interesting from a narrative perspective, but it does limit some of the fun with the characters. There are unique mid-match dialogues.
Must we go another round?
Yeah, but, you know, it's a build-up. It is story mode, you know. It's building up the characters. You can't be OP in the beginning, I guess. It's part of the story.
We
Come on.
both know how this ends.
Only one more and I win, Kung Lao.
And there are unique loss quotes that will give you what-if scenarios of what happens after your character loses. Apparently, if you lose here,
And they're really
Kung Lao
sad.
will be so humbled that the entire journey won't begin. These are all very cool
Oh,
features
wow.
to spice up the story mode. And there's even more features in the next fight. Next, I wanna talk about the stage. The stages in this game are gorgeous, and I'm really thrilled to talk about them. I am especially excited to talk about the tea house, because there is a lot of Chinese cultural stuff that I get to explain. Now, let's
Oh, yeah,
use
'cause
the
he's
power
Chinese,
granted
right?
by Fire God Liu Kang himself. Free camera. With this, you can see many details in Madame Bo's restaurant. Here's a menu that is filled with many types of tea and coffee. The food they sell here are beef, rice cake, and cookies. A cute sketch of the Mortal Kombat logo. There's even a refrigerator with lots of fake brand foods. That's really detailed. A poster that reads, "Finish him." There is a TV.
Yeah, it's really detailed because it's not even just like pixelated PNGs out of focus. They actually did like HD detail everything.
That plays an ad for a robot vacuum. There is a newspaper clipping that reads, "Champion, good tea and Fanshan, world traveler Madambo." You can even see Blanche on the newspaper. Heck, there's a giant picture of her in the restaurant. Even if she's from the last timeline, Blanche will always be with you. There was a wanted poster of Suhao, but it got removed from the final build. I guess in between the beta and the official release, he got caught. A picture of Hanzo and Qiu Liang from Chapter 4 from MK11, and Kano and Kano from Chapter 8 in MK11. Why? I like to imagine that Liu Kang was reminiscing the good old days with Madame Bo, and he took pictures, then gave some to Madame Bo. Madame Bo then framed the photos onto the wall, because of how touched she was of the stories, especially the Kano and Kano part. There are many interactables on the stage too. You can basically break every table and chair in the middle of the stage, and the background characters also react to what you do too. There's a dude who gets pumped when you fight next to him. Two dudes recording the fight. There will be waitresses scared of the fight.
Wait, what did that say? Hold on.
Him. Two dudes recording the fight.
I just realized the dude on the left is the same one. Oh, okay.
There will be waitresses scared of the fight.
Yeah, his little editor note thing, or his little start, whatever you want to call it. They're always like in there for like 2 seconds, and you have to catch it. You have to pause at the right time and catch it so you can read it.
And they
like
won't
little Easter
deliver
eggs.
Where's the lamb sauce?
Come on, man.
Where's the lamb sauce?
Two people on the far right who are looking at you. One of them is drunk out of their mind. And my favorite background characters are these three, who are having a lovely chat. If you fight near them, the customers will be shocked, and try to avoid getting caught in the crossfire. The waitress will run away. And if you perform a fatal blow or brutality near them, they will flip the table and use it as cover.
We must be careful.
That's awesome.
Madame Bo will kick us out if we break something.
And now, I saved the best for last. I have also dedicated to videos talking about this. All over the restaurant, you can see posters that say, Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat written in Chinese. Before the game came out, people weren't sure what the plot of M1K was going to be. And I use this as evidence to prove that the plot of the game will have a tournament.
Do you guys think they're going to do the Mortal Kombat tournament again? There literally is a flyer underneath the TV, which is on the left side of the stage, and on the flyer, it says the exact same thing as the banner. It says 真人快打, which is Mortal Kombat. It's kind of small, but you can see it on the TV. There's like 4 that says Mortal Kombat. And then underneath that, there's 2 more Chinese letters that says 比赛, which literally translates to tournament. All I'm saying is we don't really know what's going on right now, but that's a freaking flyer that says the Mortal Kombat tournament right there in the very beginning of the trailer.
And I was right.
Good eye, man.
One of
Good
my
eye.
more proud prophecies I've made. And the most ridiculous Easter egg. A couplet that reads, Mortal Kombat T.
Here's the Mortal Kombat T.
I really wonder how the heck this would taste. I did a bit of research, and the drink store Boba guys did a collaboration with MK, and created a drink called Flawless Victory. So I guess that's your real-life MKT right there. Now, again, why? Why plaster a tournament name all over your restaurant that doesn't even exist yet? My headcanon is that Madame Bo is so touched by Liu Kang's stories, that she wants to put memorabilias all over her tea house. Actually, maybe this is a gift shop to tell legends of past timelines and sell merchandise like Mortal Kombat T. And finally, the costumes. Raiden and Kung Lao are wearing casual clothes. Raiden is wearing a coat over his default outfit. He also doesn't have a hat.
Oh, is he?
And Kung Lao is supporting a nice hoodie jacket with a cute straw hat.
I like his hoodie jacket.
I absolutely love these costumes, and it is a crime that they still aren't available to be unlocked in the game. But when the Kung Lao skin is available, I want him to keep the straw hat, but the strength is still as strong as a razor-rimmed hat. It'll look goofy, and I'll love it. Already
Yeah.
so many fun things to appreciate, and we've only gone through the first fight. Let's continue the story. Kung Lao wins.
Yay!
Glad to see the guests are traumatized. By the way, to gain even more information about the story, I turned on the descriptive audio.
Kung Lao bows to the watching crowd while Raiden kneels.
Then they eat. And Raiden has to
Kneels.
pay a lot because Kung Lao ate too much.
He's a foodie like me. A man after my own
Raiden
heart.
hands her cash, but his face drops as she beckons for more.
Kung Lao ain't a cheap date.
I like that back smoke.
The Lin Kui appeared to ask Madame Bo for
I would
money.
like that back smoke.
He advances on Madame Bo.
Me.
You what?
Honestly.
Advances on Madame Bo.
I don't
Uh-oh.
Either do I.
Madam Bo.
What the hell was that?
Choice.
Do I want to
Pay
know?
for our protection, or risk harm to this fine establishment.
Madame Bo refuses, and an all-out brawl begins. Even the waitress join in. Smoke destroys an old lady, so Raiden and Kung Lao join the fight, and take on Smoke. I'm sorry to pause so soon again, but there's already story mode exclusive stuff happening here. There are cameo fighters who are only usable in the story mode, and here's one of them. Raiden is not a playable cameo fighter in the base game, but him and many more are usable in the story mode. They are quite
Makes sense.
limited in abilities, but it's still cool to have this. Every single stage in the game has a second variation, and for the tea house, it turns from day to night. Most of the customers are gone, either because it's closing time, or most likely the Lin Kui scared them off. The two dudes who were
time.
recording are still here, and the bald guy on the far right has fainted on the table. If you lose to Smoke once, he'll explain why he's holding back.
To keep you unharmed, Madam Bo will have to pay extra.
They beat him.
Oh dear.
Just. Why am I helping this guy?
And then reinforcement arrived.
How does he do that?
I have no idea.
Dude shooting ice, out of this world. Mystical blue energy. That's
Whoa,
not.
man.
We call that cheat.
Madam Bo.
Uh-oh.
Sub-Zero
Behind you
jump scare!
guys.
FNAF sound effect.
Then Kung Lao faces Scorpion. During the fight, Raiden would occasionally jump up to the second floor to assist Kung Lao, and
love that little
Sub-Zero
climbing,
would do
that's
the same
awesome.
for Scorpion too. Fun fact, Sub-Zero is the only base roster character that when turned into a cameo fighter for the story mode, shares the same moves with his cameo counterpart, whereas Kung Lao and Scorpion don't. And that's because Kung Lao can't teleport in this timeline, and Scorpion doesn't have a skull
yeah.
for a head. Kung
That-
Lao
that
wins.
makes sense,
Raiden
yeah.
goes up to the second floor.
Sub-Zero eyes him, then kicks two legs out from under a table, turning it into a ramp.
I don't think making a ramp would have helped you jump higher, my dude. Then we see a man who won the I don't give a fuck
That's not how
award.
physics works.
Then we
Oh, I love this guy. I laughed so hard when I first saw this in the story mode.
see a man who won the I don't give a fuck awards.
Hiya! Bunk.
I have had enough.
Oh!
Then Kung Lao fights Sub-Zero.
Yes, I've been watching the Mortal Kombat animated movies. I didn't really like Snowblind as much as I liked the first two movies, to be honest. And I still have to watch my man's movie, Cage Match. I don't know, maybe I'll make a reaction to that too. We'll see.
This is the only time you'll ever see Kung Lao hatless. You can still use moves that involve his hat though. Raiden eventually breaks out of the ice to help Kung Lao, and Scorpion gets back up to help Sub-Zero, and then goes back to pretending to be down. Yeah, not all these cameo fighters make sense here, and there will be even more funny scenarios later on. Kung Lao wins, then he remembers how
Yay.
he flew the... I don't know what this is called.
Kung Lao chucks a circular chakram decoration.
Thank you, descriptive audio. I'm
Yeah,
not a
yeah,
Kunkin main,
chakram,
so
I
I
already knew
wouldn't
what it
have
was.
known. And starts making funny faces. They check on Madame Bo.
Because I played a lot of Dynasty Warriors, and one of my favorite characters, Sun Shang. Oh, wait, how do you say her name? Sun Shang. Yeah, Sun Shang. Sorry, it's been a minute since I played it, but yeah. And I'm trying to pronounce them properly. But Sun Shang, and her, of course, her weapons. Well, bow and arrow, but also notably the chakrams. So that's kind of how I already knew what that was. Anyways, I'll quit babbling. Back to the video.
Who unfortunately has passed away.
We don't care. Get back to the video. Hell yeah.
Something
Madame
I
Bo's a
absolutely love
gangster.
about Chapter 1 are the fun and lively background characters. I want them as cameo fighters. Old Man Wei can spit projectiles. Lin Kui Mema will pretend to be dead and trip over the opponent. Dear Guy will dodge everything. Madame Bo will charge you dragon crystals for each property you destroy. It turns out this whole thing was a test to see if Raiden and Kung Lao are ready to become Lord Liu Kang's champions. Nice strip, by the way.
You should be more respectful.
And unlike Hooded Frost, which is not unlockable in MK11, you can unlock Hooded Liu Kang. And here we get our expedition dump.
God? Earthrealm?
Psycho Mantis. You keep saying Earthrealm.
Psycho
Don't you mean
Mantis.
Earth?
Thank you, Raiden.
Boys have so much to learn.
The Grand Martial Arts tournament between Earthrealm and the Realm of Outworld is about to begin. They really need to come up with a shorter name, and Liu Kang is gathering champions to represent Earthrealm's strength against Outworld.
More training? These two couldn't defeat us.
Beyond.
And thus, Raiden and Kung Lao join Lord Liu Kang.
They were holding back a little bit, guys.
Yeah, I think after what transpired here, someone would call the cops. And that was Chapter 1. A pretty great start. Good characters. Fun
Friggin'
banter,
Striker.
excellent action choreography. Story mode exclusive stuff. I haven't even mentioned the music. It's so good. It really
That's the
makes
sound
you
of the
feel like you're
police.
fighting in a tea house. It even has a nod to the Mortal Kombat 2 characters select theme.
Ooh, that's nostalgic. Yeah, that's awesome.
I also love how as the rounds go on, the music picks up and gets more aggressive. I can't believe after almost 10 years, Mortal Kombat music is good again.
Yay!
Man, despite all the cool stuff in the story
Man.
mode, I want to know even more
It's
about what
man.
happened. If only there was a way. Welcome to the Double ID, interesting intro dialogues, where we look at character intro dialogues to
my
gain
boys.
more information about the current chapter we're on. The
My
intro
other
dialogues
boys.
this time give quite some additional information about the events in the game, and I am more inclined to believe the info here compared to previous games, because the characters actually reference and are affected by events in the story, and sometimes multiple characters will reference events that don't happen in the story. Note that these things aren't 100% canon, and NRS can always decide to not make some of these canon. Smoke has some chill dialogue with the Shaolins.
You were not the most convincing thug.
Don't lie, Kung Lao. You were spooked. I'd like to revisit Madame Bo's. For a meal, not a fight.
If you do, it's on me.
Raiden has a sister.
Please,
Whoa! Hey, yo!
If you do, it's on me.
Hang on,
Raiden
hang on.
has a
Ooh! Oh my. Ooh! Sorry.
sister.
We can continue.
Please, Sizoth. Raiden's sister will jump out of her skin.
Hubba hubba.
Kung Lao wanted you to scare Raiden's sister?
He can be so immature.
Madame Bo apparently has a specialty.
I'm not real.
A
This is all
specialty?
in your head. I have to stop drinking Madame Bo's special tea.
Admit it. You have never had a greater hallucination. Raiden wasn't kidding about Madame Bo's special tea.
Madame Bo was the one who designed
What's in
the
that
test.
shit? I don't
Can
think I want
play
to
a
know.
part when Raiden's sister is tested?
The exam scenario is up to Madame Bo.
Madame Bo says you're out, Kung Lao.
No way! I want to help test Raiden's sister.
And more importantly, Madame Bo was once Lin Kui.
Did you know that?
I wonder if they're going to ever include this female Fujin. Because honestly, in the old timeline, I liked Fujin better than Raiden, honestly. Fujin's cooler. Alright.
That Madame Bo was once Lin Kuei? What? I want details.
There's one more segment I want to go through for this chapter. I want to talk about the individual characters in the game, and how I feel about them in the story. Maybe even go through their character designs, and how I feel with them as a whole. And I call this segment, Let's Break It Down. Kung Lao. The funny thing is, there isn't much to say about him. Personality wise, they straight up plucked him from MK11, and put him into M1K. He's still the courageous, cocky guy who's trying to make a name for himself. The one thing I really like about him is his dynamic with Raiden. Kung Lao has always been best bros with Liu Kang, but since Liu and Raiden have switched statuses, now Raiden is best bro with Kung Lao, and I honestly love their back and forth. If you like Kung Lao, then we're still going to like him here, and there are no major BS things that happen to Kung Lao this time. In fact, nothing really happens to him. He just kinda chills for the rest of the game. You never even play as him with his razor-rimmed hat. Take what you can get, I guess. Though this first chapter is a pretty good start. NetherRealm Studios is quite well known for having good and exciting starts for their games. Except for Injustice 2. That intro was horrible. That shit's ass, bro. Let's hope they can maintain this momentum throughout the story.
Hey guys, what is up? SonicHaXD here, and thank you all so much for watching this video. This is going to be the only video in the series where I talk at the end. Well, I'm...
Okay. That's just a special announcement. Alright, so that was the Kung Lao video. Let's go on to the one he just dropped today that I have not seen yet. My man, Johnny Cage. Alright, hold on. There it is.
Chapter 2.
Alright, here we go.
Johnny Cage.
How you like that, Mr. A-list?
We head to the South American jungle as we see the main character of this chapter, the Tomb Raider. Apparently that's what he's called on the mortal.
You know, if anybody wants to make me any art, I will gladly accept it and show it. I already have shown one art that somebody did for me on Discord, so yeah.
Kombat Wiki. I don't know why. The descriptive audio calls him
The man with the hat, 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 the man with the hat,
the man with the hat.
Oh, sorry, man.
With the hat.
So I'm going to call him that for now too. And with him is his best friend and sidekick.
We're off the map.
Adam, played by Yuri Lowenthal.
Oh, I thought that voice sounded familiar.
Not now.
Shut the fuck up!
Here we get to see the man with the hat use one of his special abilities, being able to copy and draw the exact same page twice.
He cringes.
They entered the temple of Carter and meet their first obstacle. The Carlimas. The Carlima are monsters that share the same moveset as Nitara.
Yeah, I noticed
they aren't
that.
available to be unlocked yet, but when they are, it better not just be Nitara wearing the costumes. I want my She-Thanos babes. The man with the hat is called Johnny Cage now. And you also get the best cameo fighter ever.
Do you have a cameo fighter? Adam! Come out, Adam! Get him, Adam!
Yes!
Ooh, Adam!
Ooh,
yes!
Adam has Reiko's command grab, and he even has unique names for his cameo moves. The stage itself is a nice-looking ancient ruin.
That's cool.
I quite like this part with the liquid mercury gushing out. There is even a hook in the background. Could be related to a certain stage fatality.
Oh
Johnny
yeah,
defeats
that's
the
true.
demon hipster chicks. Adam then set some explosives
Demon
to make a
hipster
bridge,
chicks.
Physics for the win.
so that they can grab the shield and mace from the Sasasisa collection.
I don't know what this says.
Adam, no! Adam! Peter!
F's in the chat, boys. Best character just got
Oh,
killed.
well, if I could make my avatar salute, I would have. I saluted in real life.
Unfortunately breaks in one. This is sadder
sorry, I
than
messed
Kung Lao's death in MK9. The mace unfortunately breaks in one hit, making OG Havoc fans cry.
You just killed my best friend.
Technically speaking, Adam got jump scared and fell into the liquid mercury himself.
Physics nuts for the win.
Then Johnny fights Carter Ravala and a Kalima. Carter Ravala shares the same moveset with Havoc,
Sorry, I itched.
though ironically, Carter Ravala looks more like OG Havoc compared to the current one we have. The stage also has some changes. You can see the pillar has already fallen, and Carter Ravala won't be on his throne. Johnny beats him, and he executes Carter Ravala MK 1995 style.
Oh
well,
yeah!
It's more cap.
Ooh. Oh yeah. I wonder if that was a deliberate reference to the movie.
In America style, but close enough. Then it turns out this whole thing was a movie set made by people who work for WB. Lord have mercy on their souls. And erected by
Steven.
Steven.
So let me play a clip from my Mortal Kombat 1995 doesn't suck video. Fun fact. Steven Spielberg was actually supposed to make a cameo here, but due to scheduling issues he couldn't make it. However, they still got a look-alike for this part.
The guy you're about to see clearly maybe looks like somebody who we won't mention. That actually,
a director? Famous director?
Having the director be named Steven here, I believe is a subtle nod to that. Overall, I personally like this sequence.
I'll accept that.
It drags a bit at parts, but there's so much to appreciate. The set design looks great. Adam was best boy. Kalima and Carter Ravala were cool characters. Kalima has unique grunts and attack lines during gameplay. And my favorite thing about this, they dedicated an entire stage for this movie bit. But more importantly, there is a movie set version of the stage where they turn off the VFX.
The lights and everything.
You can see the lights, camera,
action.
Yeah, get it, Johnny.
Fans have always wanted a movie set
yes, I saw that.
as a stage, so I'm so happy we finally got one here. Now, I cannot talk about all of this without mentioning the elephant in the room. This whole sequence was
Indiana
a big
Jones.
homage. The temple, the booby traps, Kalima,
yeah, it's quite clearly
the costume,
Indiana Jones.
The director. It belongs in a museum. It's obvious that this is all a reference to Lego Indiana Jones. So glad they are showing
Lego
love to
Indiana
this
Jones.
Later, we head to Johnny's mansion, where Johnny and his wife have an argument.
I need a refill.
Oh yeah, quick little story about that. I watched Temple of Doom at way too young an age, and it traumatized me. And now I can't watch that movie again because just the memories of that trauma are just gonna ruin it for me.
His wife breaks up with him.
I'm sorry, but why can I totally see him doing that? Oh. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I needed a laugh break for that. I can totally see him. Not only was it, it was a funny edit, but I honestly could totally see him do that. Trying to be fancy, pour a drink, and he spills half of it on the counter. Misses the glass. Alright, I'm sorry. I'll go back to the video.
Because he's too self-centered, takes unnecessary risks, and most importantly, he's a broke boy.
If you're a broke boy, just say so.
How you like that? Just
Then Kenshi shows up, and
I
he's here
still
to take
love him.
Sento.
Hey! What?
What do you want? Sento. Sento
He
is
keeps
mine.
smacking everything.
I won't give it up without a fight. Just look how great it looks on that mantelpiece behind you.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it, because I'm blind. Real mature, Johnny. First cultural appropriation.
Well, he's not
now
blind
this.
yet.
What's next? You're gonna call a woman a bitch? Hey, no, I didn't mean it that way. I'm not that kind of guy at this point in my life in this timeline. This isn't Mortal Kombat 11.
And then they fight. Now,
I'm sorry, that probably peaked my mic and you probably didn't hear shit. Because I don't know if this new headset that I bought is gonna pick up loud noises, but I was screaming along with the meme. I love that meme.
I get to mention the best thing about this chapter. Cage Mansion. This stage is awesome. The amount of details in this mansion are insane. The point.
Bro's got an indoor pool that leads out to the balcony. How fucking boss is that, man? That is... I want to live in that house.
Traits. The rubber ducky. The awards. Sexiest man award.
You like that?
Look at this rope.
Hell yeah.
You can sit and watch it sway in the wind. I
wow.
fucking love this dangling rope. Even the
Oh my god, the little sign actually says what he just said.
cars in the background are moving. There's even an
wow.
adorable Roomba. The Roomba
no, seriously, how would you get... Is there some kind of, like, sensor or whatever so they wouldn't, you know, fall into areas like that? I would hate to have my Rumba fall in the pool.
Commercial in the tea house was actually filmed in Cage Mansion.
Time for your close-up.
And the best
Wow.
part, the music. When it was announced that Casey Edwards was working on the music for M1K, people were hyped. He's done many famous works,
I don't
but
know
his
who
most
that is.
notable ones are Devil Trigger and Bury the Light
Oh!
and the Cage.
Oh, he's the guy that does... Okay, yeah. Bury the Light is one of the best songs I've ever heard. Honestly, I gotta learn that song because I want to cover it one day.
Mansion theme is another banger.
It'd be a nice treat to my buddy who's a big Devil May Cry fan and like Virgil's #1 fan. Yeah, get it, baby.
Johnny wins. Then he ties up Kenshi. The stage also transitions from sunset to night. There is also
Cool.
a Halloween version of the stage, and
Yeah.
it is filled to the brim with awesome decorations. This animatronic
Oh my gosh, that's cute. The Rumba's got a little cowboy on it. That's adorable.
looks more like OG Havoc compared to the current one. All these positives combined. And I think this is my favorite stage in the entire game.
Rumba, no.
Kenshi explains his backstory and how he needs his family sword Sento to lead his clan out of the Yakuza. Johnny doesn't buy it, and then the doorbell rings.
You should seriously consider becoming a screenwriter.
The most memed part of this game.
Johnny K. May we enter?
No way.
This is no prank.
Sure.
Let us pass, Cage.
Oh my god.
You have chosen to defy peace.
What in the actual
Then you have chosen war.
With a bitch.
Police
Did he just call him a
brutality coming
bitch?
up.
And that's
Uh-oh.
Malibu's.
Johnny lets them
No.
in, thinking it's a LARPing session. Bihan unties Kenshi, and Johnny tries to stop him.
I said, get your hands off him.
Yeah, his song. That didn't happen yet.
No, 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 no!
Oh
That was a hitchuli.
I pronounced all of those correctly.
Then they fight, and Johnny wins.
no! Oh yeah, that's sad. That was actually a nice looking art piece. I like the colors.
But let's rewind time to before they fought. Kenshi was sitting next to the pool. And when they started fighting, he disappeared. And when the fight ends, Kenshi can be seen on the side. So the only logical explanation to all of this is when Johnny was thrown into the Hitchuli. Liu Kang quickly dragged Kenshi.
Wait,
is
what does
when
that say?
Johnny was thrown into the Hitchuli.
Oh, my best to pronounce it. It's Hichuli. It's not that hard to pronounce.
Liu Kang quickly dragged Kenshi off to the side.
My life.
Liu Kang breaks up the fight.
Enough.
That's enough.
Enough.
Enough of this.
The fire alarm goes off, but then stops beeping after 10 seconds. Worst security system ever. And recruits Johnny Cage and Kenshi into his Earthrealm warriors. Now it's time for the double ID, interesting intro dialogues, where we look at character intro dialogues to gain more information about the current chapter we're on. Johnny isn't doing so good in the movie business, and one of the reasons could be because he's not a great actor.
I hear you're not a very good actor.
Oh, bullshit.
When did you
I
start
call
reading
bullshit.
traits?
Johnny does have a trophy that suspiciously looks like the Razzie Awards. Kenshi finding out
Isn't that
where
for Ninja
Sento
Mime?
is was actually set up by Liu Kang.
You set things up so I'd fight Johnny for Sento.
Was suspiciously looks like the Razzie
Hang on, what?
Awards. Kenshi finding out where Sento is was actually set up by Liu Kang.
You set things up so I'd fight Johnny for Sento.
I wanted you to meet. The fight was your decision.
Let's break it down. Johnny Cage.
Hey,
This
you.
version of Johnny is like if you took older and younger Johnny from MK11 and mixed them to make the perfect blend. Still has the Hollywood sense of humor we all know and love, but also grows and matures throughout the story. Another interesting thing about this version of Johnny is unlike Raid Kung Lao and Kenshi, where they haven't unlocked their powers yet, Johnny is complete here. He doesn't have the green glowy powers like he did in the old timelines. He's
Sadly.
just a normal guy.
Just normal men.
And in this world
We're
filled with
just
people with
normal
magical
men.
abilities, it's kinda badass that Johnny can take them on just with his martial arts skills.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
He does have one special ability. Hi.
Yeah.
During combat, if you taunt.
I'm the hype man for maximum hype. Man.
An audience
Anybody get that reference? You're a G.
will magically appear to cheer for Johnny, or boo the
Johnny,
opponent.
Johnny.
And this will build up Johnny's hype meter. Once that meter is full, Johnny can somehow summon a spotlight, and it allows him to break the laws of physics, and gives him the ability to triple nut punch. It's so dumb.
Awesome.
And I love it. This
Yeah.
chapter was a blast. From the Dead Rising, to the home invasion. And I think the biggest blast. From the
what did
Dead
that say?
Rising, to the home invasion.
Fun fact, in the chapter, select chapter 2, these two fights are called Dead Rising and Omen, but oh, that's literally what they're called.
And I think the biggest contributor to why this chapter was fun is Johnny Cage's humor.
Of course.
Belongs in a museum.
You will not have it.
You don't need it. You're dead. This one's for you, Adam.
This one's for you, Adam. Random red carpet shows up.
Okay. Hey, you.
Okay. Wait, let me try that again.
No! Oh no! That was expensive.
It was! And one of a kind, apparently. I like how he did it. Hold on, let me go again.
What in the
actual
fuck?
What in the actual?
This guy truly
That
is
little
Mr. A-list.
How you like that?
move back that he does.
Shut the fuck up!
Shut the fuck. Okay. Yes.
So much. The memes. What in the
Actual. Oh, so he didn't. Okay, so he didn't like take that meme. He actually recorded that himself. That's dedication. Well, it was worth it because that legit had me just rolling. Okay, so that was. Hold on, let me scroll down. Well, his full name isn't showing up. But I'll put, the link in the description anyways. SonicHaXD. XD. And that was his Mortal Kombat 1 Doesn't Suck. Chapter 2, Johnny Cage. Well, Chapter 1, Kung Lao, and then Chapter 2, Johnny Cage. The Johnny Cage one here was, well, it was worth the wait. It's very good. Very humorous as always. Like I said, I love his humor and his editing style. It's epic. I only had to see one of his videos when I first discovered him. I think it might have been that Mortal Kombat 2011. That one right there. That might have been the one that I... Oh, excuse me, I yawned. That I saw first. And I immediately subscribed to him. So you guys should do that too. Go subscribe to him. He's amazing. Very funny. But alright, that'll be the end of this video. Like, comment, subscribe, comment, because that definitely helps out with the algorithm. And yeah. Love you guys. See you in the next video. Goodbye.